so so patient about that. No problem, really. And I'm Italian, so we're not very good English speakers, so I can never, judge. Okay, let me see. Getting this, and then I want to pull another one specific. What can we do about this? This one. Okay. Do they control us so much that they can control, like, make us fail or not? Hello, crazy bro. Hi. Welcome. This one, and no. Let me see them better. Where's that card? Yeah. All right. I still have this sense of heaviness, guys. I feel like super heavy, super heavy. I feel like there's like a tide, and then I'm going against the tide. I'm like pushing against the tide. Fatigue, a lot of fatigue here. Oh my! Ah, okay. All right. Where do I start? Well, let's start from the bad card. The Five of Pentacles. Well, it's not really bad card, but it's what they do. Yeah, they can really drag us down. So, yeah, to answer your main question, yeah, they can, but at the same time, as I was saying before, it doesn't really have to be so. It's not like they have full control on us, okay? They can control us up to a certain point, right? So, as I was saying right now, maybe I'm having this feeling because they don't want me to say this stuff like, hey, don't do that, So I'm feeling that. I'm feeling this energy, okay? The energy is there. So this energy comes and they can really like, boom, put us down. And then there we are, okay? But, it doesn't have to be so. Like, this card is reversed. So it's actually, if you read it this way, it's actually way worse. The fact is this way shows that we don't have to feel controlled. And I'm getting this by all the other cards. All the other cards are really pointing out this meaningful message here. When I asked for guidance from the spirits, I got this card, Love. And love here is about the frequency that we're in. I don't know if you believe in frequencies, if you ever heard of that, Kitina, but we all have frequencies, Our body is all run into frequencies, and our emotions are huge frequency channels, So if we stay into fear mode, if we stay into anxiety, which are totally legitimate, okay? They need to come. Sometimes they come inside of us, okay? We have negative emotions, but if we let them control us, that's when we are very, very, very vulnerable to this energy that we're getting, this control that we have. And I will make a very clear example, okay? That doesn't involve alien, doesn't involve anything supernatural. Let's say that you're point of your life in which you feel like just pure darkness, right? You don't know what to do. And then someone comes to you and they say, hey, I can find you a job, I can change your life completely. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Just let me do the work for you, and you will get to a better point. You know, they for example, they donate you, I don't know, 1 million euros, for example. Okay, and you're like, okay, now I'm happy and my life is perfect. But is it so? Is it really perfect if it came from someone else, from external source, and you didn't actually decide that you wanted to get that money and then you wanted to change your life? So, you know, this is just an example, because then they control you and they say, hey, remember that time I got $1 million for you? 1 million euros for you? Now I want something back. You know, and that's what we're doing. We're living sometimes in situations in which we feel like we have control, but we don't until we wake up. Until we wake up and realize, wait, this thing that I thought was just normal for me, it's not actually normal. It's not actually normal. There's something behind it. And it's just a gut feeling, right? You feel it. Wait, something is not right. So many of us have lived up to 2020 feeling like something was deeply wrong in our society. Something was really not right. And this is the sign of that. This is just a confirmation with the magician that is in full control, that we have to be careful on using our power and not let them control us. And that can come in so many different ways, guys. It's not just, oh, is this alien up in the sky and then we're all poor victims. Okay, there are some people, I believe, that do know how to control. And they do know because they are sort of like higher in the hierarchy, and they know that they can get something if they stay, you know, controlled by something higher than them. That's how I see it, at least. As far as I know, this entities made a deal with our leader. Oh my God, Tina, I was just saying that. I didn't read that message. Exactly. So this card reminds us that, you know, we might just be a poor citizen, right? We feel like we can't do anything about it, but we can. Like, these cards are really screaming this message that we do have much more power than what we think. And this is a card that really calls for revolution as well. It really calls for, like, embracing our true and innermost power, right? That power that makes a woman that is just like a tiny, you know, gentle lady, when they're trying to, I don't know, damage and hurt their children, she becomes a wolf in terms of, like, energies. Like, she could really kill with bare hands, and maybe you would never feel like, okay, this woman is so fragile, so tiny, she could never hurt anybody, even if she wanted to. We have so much more power than what we think. And so as I was saying, there are two ways that the spirits, whatever you want to call them, ancestors, spirits, spirit guides, they go by different names, as we were saying, and you might feel like your spirit guides are not even dead, but that they're alive, you know, whatever you want to call it. They say that we should focus on love. Okay, for example, as I'm seeing these days, and as a lot of other people who are very sensitive to energies are saying, we are really going sometimes into this mode of blame, fear, saying someone is the problem here, that Trump is the problem, or America is the problem, police is the problem. I mean, I totally understand that what's going on, it's going on for a reason, globally, and I'm not talking just about America, but we are trying to find the blaming to somebody. And this is not right, because this makes us even more vulnerable to these energies, right? So I definitely see this in this card, that we have to keep this vibrations high. Instead of thinking, okay, how can I fight the system, think, how can I help the community that I believe is the most important thing of the system. Not politicians, not money, not corporations. I want to help people like me. I want to do something, right? And once you ask that question, the answer comes, and just comes to you. You, for example, you see someone online saying, hey, I need money because I lost my job, and you donate, and then that's a tiny step for you, but it's a big one for that person, so we can help each other. I really feel like we should love each other more, not to be so vulnerable to these energies. And I also read what it was saying here, and then I'll read a comment. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy. I hope you understand what I mean, because if we're getting all these negative energies that wants to control us, but we give it back love and not hate, that's when we can be in control of our life. We can truly make a difference. We need to make a difference in this time. So as I was saying, while love can be a beautiful emotion, it's equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Remember that. Is it true everyone has... Is that a question? Is it true that everyone has at least one spirit guide with them through life always? I'm not sure you meant it as a question, but yeah, I think so. And I think it could come in different forms. It could be angels, if you believe in them. It could be ancestors. For example, I really feel the energies of my ancestors guiding me, but maybe others don't feel that and they have something else. When I was a child, I had a lot of dreams about angels, for example, and then it never happened anymore. It's different for everyone. And just to finish the reading, let me see, Kitina, I do that as much as I can. Give and help, great. Yeah, and I can see it. I really appreciate your donation tonight, for example. But still it's hard because I cannot help everyone. You don't need to help everyone, and I lose a lot of energy doing it. Okay, so to answer your question, first of all, you don't need to help everyone, because you helped me, and it might seem something silly. Yeah, I mean, who am I after all? But I want to keep doing this. I want to keep doing readings, right? And a lot of people have said that I help them. I know I'm not doing a lot as well, but maybe for someone I'm doing a lot. Tonight, tomorrow, and if I didn't receive support from you, I would go back doing what I was doing before. That was just English and Italian lessons, which is still helping, right? But I don't feel happy in my life. I don't think I can do much. Whenever I teach languages, I feel like I'm just teaching languages, right? So I'm like, oh, big deal. I don't know. It's not my calling, okay? It's something I do and that I love to do when I feel like I'm really helping. But I want to do more, and this medium, the tarots, are really a big medium for me to help, a big tool for me. So receiving support from you is a lot. You did a lot. I'm astonished, right? So don't see it that way. I really believe you shouldn't see it that way as just not enough. It is a lot. And sometimes it doesn't come in the form of energy. Maybe it's just being there for somebody, or listening to somebody. It can come in many ways. You can help in so many ways, right? And another thing I feel like saying is also coming from this card. Comes back to all of us. Exactly, it's karma. It's karma. Yeah, I understand, because sometimes I feel frustrated too, because I'm like, I wish I could do more, more, right? I understand, I totally understand. I feel like this card can really help you with the last thing that you said. I lose a lot of energy doing it. You have to find a balance between what you give and what you receive, and what you give to others and what you give to yourself, right? Because if you drain your energy because you're giving love, help, but then you're drained, that's when you can get back into control by these entities, right? Because you're drained and you're like, oh my God, I'm drained. Oh my God, I'm not happy. I'm not having a good day. And just waiting for that to pass, right? Which is good. It's a good way to cope with that. But you need to cleanse. And cleanse is drain. Yeah, drain. I understand. I've been through that as well. So cleanse, it's not really about like, oh, negativity, I have to cleanse, right? It's about flowing with the emotions that you have and the energies that you have. So let's say you have this negativity. You feel like negative. You feel negative emotions, right? You shouldn't say, okay, now I'm going to go there and just cleanse them. Oh, now they're gone. Okay? What you should do is flow with them, right? Imagine, this is a meditation you could try and a visualization you could try. Imagine that first you focus on all the emotions, right? And you focus on, for example, tired, and you feel like, okay, the tiredness, I feel it in my body, I feel it in some way. You might have a feeling for that. That could be different. It could be like heaviness, or it could be you feel these emotions attached to you and you want to get rid of them. It could come in different ways, right? And you could feel it differently. And then imagine like being into this river and the water is washing over you. It's just like, flowing, and it touches your body, and sometimes maybe it overwhelms you as well. Maybe it comes over you. And then, as you flow, the more you flow and the more these emotions just like get around you and flow with you, but are not into you as well anymore. Sorry. And that's a way you can cleanse this negativity, right? And this is something everyone should do, but some people don't realize that they're affected by that. You do, as I was saying with your comments, but not everyone is aware of that. So one thing that drains me is the media. It gets really heavy with the doom and gloom. I ban myself from watching them and feel lots of same. I felt so bad. I had one of the worst time of my life in March and April because I was watching all this news and media, and once I stopped, really got much better. So I feel the same way. I felt it too today. You said like something was heavy. I remember when I started my question. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. I remember. So yeah, in that case, you might feel like you might have this visualization, do this visualization, and then imagine like stones, rolling away with the weather, with the river, the control. Oh, the media. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. Because beyond the media, there are people that know how to control everybody. And, I mean, this is so clear. This is so crystal clear. If you have studied communication and advertisement, and you look into that, and then you start seeing, oh, wait, I can just like phrase things this way, and people will just feel called to buy shit. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word, but stuff, you know, wow, that is so easy. I can control everyone I want. I mean, it's so open to everyone. And this is really stuff that you don't even have to dig into the internet to find out. Just buy a book about marketing. It will shock you if you have never heard of that stuff, but I think you might have. So, let's see what the cards say, because this card have the reading on the card as well. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time for so much needed cleansing. And I feel like this is very much a message for you, Kittina. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And you know, it can also be about this. Maybe you ask for a reading, or you vent, to a friend, and that heaviness, that burden can be, out of you. And then you can look at it and say, oh, well, that was just a burden.